Hello, amazing and incredible, fantastical, fantabulistic Minecrafting fam, and happy, wonderful. It's February, treat day, wonderlusting. I hope you're doing lots of hump day. Wow! Welcome back to the Minecrafting Doc channel. My name is Karida, and I'm a little bit today. To me, it's a little way up there today. Maybe to you, it's like, God, she always seems that way. But not today. Today is like really up there. So anyways, thank you for coming back. Thank you for spending time. Thank you for being here. And please, if you have not subscribed yet, please remember to subscribe down below and ring that bell. Ring that bell. Do it with me. Do it, do it, do it. Okay, cut it out. Okay, that's enough, right? That was good. That was good. I hope you're doing some of that and you felt it. So, what are we talking about today? But before I get to that, my name is Caridad and I am your mind host. I have an LMHC and an EDD, which is a doctorate, which just means I have studied a lot and I've been in mind world for a long, long time. That's all it means. So let's see what we can find out today about mind candy. More delicious mind candy. Okay, so mind candy, metaphorically speaking, if you don't eat it, use it, work it, do it, repeat, it's not going to work. So with that being said, what is our talk today? It is zombie driving. Okay, maybe that's all right. Zombie driving. That's what we'll be talking about today. But before we get started, let me talk to you about my new glasses. You like them? You like them? You like them? I like them. I think they're pretty cool. But here's the thing. My husband talks about having the right tool for the job. And the other day when I talked to you about my craft project, it is not just about having the tool for the job. That's not it. The right tool for the job. That is part of it. The other part is being able to use that tool and knowing how to use that tool. So the thing with these classes is that they're bifocal, and because I'm visually impaired with scarring in my eyes, they are very difficult for me to see with, even though I've never had bifocals before. So I was very excited, couldn't wait. They're also transitional and they're not working for me. And it's not just about not knowing how to use the tool and getting used to the tool, because I know there's a learning period. It's also knowing what challenges you have when you're using the tool and then going to get the support that's needed to shift the tool. And sometimes you just gotta change them. But before I go there, I wanted to talk to you about who made these gorgeous, beautiful glasses. And her name was Kate Spade. Let me see. Yeah, can you see it? Yeah, there you go. I think you can see it. So, Kate Spade, look at this amazing box. True crafter, true designer, amazing. I didn't know her till I bought these glasses. I didn't even know she existed. The thing about Kate Spade is that when I was buying the glasses, and I didn't research this because I don't want to read more into it, but the gentleman who was, checking our glasses and doing all the things he does, and he worked at the glass place, and he seemed very intuitive and quite incredible. He let us know that Kate Spade killed herself 5 years ago. I don't know if that's the right time, but she did commit suicide and was unfortunately successful. So light and love to Kate, and thank you for this gorgeous glasses. And maybe one day we'll have a talk here about suicide and we'll kiss it. Keep it simply simple, because when you simplify things, then they become easier to talk about and much easier to start changing them. So as sad as that makes me, it is so important that this mind candy I'm giving you, you use it daily and use this tool over and over again so we can take care of ourselves and make sure that if you are having challenges that the mind is telling you that you need to turn off your life signs, that you seek help, talk to someone, and do not become the collector of 13 reasons why you should. So, which is what the mind does when we're there. And I truly believe it's just looking for an escape. It's just that you are so not well, mentally stressed, and at a place of total depression, that your system is shutting down and just needs an escape, except that escape is permanent. So please reach out. And there's so many numbers to call. So please make sure you call those numbers. And 988 is the latest one. And I love that it's 988. So make sure you call that if that's what's needed. And they also just do problem solving. Take care of the mind. All right, so let's get started. So what am I wearing today? So because we are talking about zombie driving, I decided, and of course it's February, the month of sweets, I decided to share with you that sometimes before you get in your car and drive, take yourself to a little Hershey's chocolate trip. Any kind of chocolate you like, but this just reminds you of Hershey's, which is all about the chocolates. So this is in Pennsylvania. If you've never been, I went once. It was wonderful, amazing, and beautiful. And the light poles were all Hershey's chocolates. Kisses. So as you're driving, you're being kissed. How wonderful is that? But I want to say that this being the month of February, it is a reminder that it's not just about the treats you're going to give yourself if you take the time to do that. It is also about how you treat yourself, treating yourself kindly, checking in with your mind, checking in with your body, seeing where you're at, and supporting where you're at. Whether it's negative or positive, you support that like you would support a friend who would come to you that you care about, or a family member that was not feeling well mentally or physically. So make sure, month of February, let it be a reminder every time you see all them sweet stuff, it's about treating yourself the best you have for the entire month. You're going to be good to yourself. That is your prescription for this month. All right, let's move right along. So the card that I'm sharing with you today, yes, I got the notes, and this is where we're talking about tools, knowing your tools, using tools, having the right tools. So I had the right tools for this card. The problem is I don't normally do this kind of design. So it took me hours because I didn't know how to do it. So even though I had the right tool, I needed some learning. And sometimes you just got to learn with the tools. So this is what I made. It was requested by one of my church members, and he needed me to do this wonderful card. And what it does, I'll read you what it says if you can't read it. And when you open it up, it has a mirror card, which shows whoever opens up that it's them there. So I designed all these different things. So I had to make a sticker. So it's called PNG, print then cut. And you could make that on Design Space. But what happened was I was printing and cutting every darn thing. I couldn't get my stickers right to include this stickers. So there was some learning that needed to be done. So I needed support. And of course, who do you go to? YouTube. Who taught me that? The hubby. Because he's always Googling or YouTubing something. And that's how you know how to do it. Why not? So I went on YouTube, got some lessons, and I was able to complete it. So what does it say? It says, we are building a church. Then in the heart, it says, look inside to see. Okay, time to change the tool. Yeah, because as wonderful as I love those glasses, they don't work for these eyes because I can't see. Okay, here we go. Look inside to see the future of Unity South Shore. And then when you open it, it has a mirror and it shows that you are the future. Not you, whoever has the card. It could be you. But anyways, isn't that incredible? And then inside, in this little, I try to make one of those little rolling pins, like you roll paper out to read a message. It says, thank you for all you do to support our community. So now I say thank you to you for all you do and coming back and hanging out. All right, let's get to moving. So today, the Hallmark say, okay, side note, I want you to know that my hubby unintentionally, I hope you're not seeing all that glare that I'm seeing, is my producer. He is a producer PRN. PRN, which means as needed, but he's really not as needed. He just is there at times randomly. We're talking, chit chat, and all of a sudden he tells me something. And I'm like, oh. So yesterday I decided to give him a title. He is my PRN producer, as needed, which is just randomly we'll be talking, and he gives me such good stuff to talk about more than not. So my gorgeous, wonderful, amazing hubby, I bow to you. You are incredible. And I am so lucky to have you, producer Lance. All right, so let's talk about the saying. And the saying is a saying that I sent to Lance from one of my wonderful Hallmark movies. And this one was called A Magical Village, and it's 2022. I've been talking to you about this one for a while. Okay, so it's A Magical Village 2022. And what I had sent Lance was, and one day we'll talk about why, hopefully soon. Because this is story to share, but I'm gonna ask him and see if I can share it, and that's okay. But I sent him this. I have not failed. I just found 10,000 ways that won't work. And you can guess who wrote that. I'll let you guess for a minute. A lot of you probably already know. Thomas Edison, hello. So, I have not failed, period, to all of you and myself as we treat ourselves this February. Heart, heart. What is it? Valentine's month. Taking care of yourself. I found 10,000 ways that it won't work. So, when you're feeling down and you're tearing yourself apart, remember Thomas Edison. Keep them in your head. A little TE. Never hurt anybody. You haven't failed. You just found 10,000 ways that won't work. Okay, that was what was going on the other day with the tools. Except I don't want 10,000, maybe 5,000. Okay, I can deal with that. All right, so let's talk about, okay, let's move it, Caridad. Zombie driving. So, this title, zombie driving. So, have you ever caught yourself where you're driving with your emotions and they're like on your steering wheel? All right, let me read some of this. Okay, there we go. So when you're driving with your emotions, it's the same as putting them on your steering wheel. So you might as well be emotional steering wheel driving. So I know you see many people out there, and I know that sometimes we do it ourselves. I've emotionally drive. And guess what happens? When you're emotionally driving and emotionally like distressed, negative, or you're angry, you're sad, you're mad, you're frustrated, you're anxious, any of that going on, it is connected to your stress, S for survival, which means your body is thinking there is a dinosaur, metaphorically speaking, in front of you about to kill you. So of course you can't be clear because your body is sending you all the information to include cortisol, which makes your belly big and makes you lose hair. And who wants that? So every time you're in emotional distress, remember cortisol is being shot up in your system and your belly's getting bigger and you're losing some hair. So if you don't hear anything today, remember that C that is released when you're stressed is giving you a big belly and make you lose hair. So if you don't want any of that, then get those emotions off your steering wheel. Stop zombie driving. And the reason it's zombie driving is because you know when a zombie is in they've turned into a zombie, what happens? They are in full mode attack. They are just animal instinct completely. There is no talking to them. There is no stop it. There is no hold back. There is no calm down. There is shark attack, gonna eat you and kill you mode. And that's what happens when you're in emotional driving mode. You are truly a zombie driver. So from here on out, I would like you to just notice if you are zombie driving today, because that means you are in stress mode, survivor mode, and you are not clear. You're not thinking clear, you're not at your best, and you're not being safe. So in the month of February, I want you to check in every day and see if you're zombie driving. And if you are, get yourself some chocolate. So I want you to go buy some chocolate today, any kind you love. If you need to do dark chocolate because you're watching your weight or you have challenges with sugar, get some dark chocolate, all right? Get some dark chocolate cacao, 90% cacao, which is disgusting. My husband loves it. There's people who love it. Get yourself some 90% cacao chocolate and have yourself a chocolate before you drive so you can calm down the emotions because you know science says it does make you feel better. So have yourself some chocolate before you zombie drive and shift that. And also becoming aware makes the change. So with that being said, remember, this is the month of February to treat yourself, be good to yourself, and that is the prescription Doc Caridad is giving out today. The Mind Crafting Doc is prescribing you to treat yourself with kindness and support and eat a chocolate in the honor of the Hershey's Park. So have a beautiful, amazing rest of your day. And what? Eat some chocolate, baby. 90% cacao, if that's what you need. Bye bye.